Yep.
All right, guys, check it out. Another tip for you. Do you use steel that you find in the ditch? No, hell no, don't do it. This is an interesting story. This is a pre-Forge and Fire story, and I'm going to stick to that because it's the freaking truth. I started out smithing by altering a gun that my dad had started, and he got really hurt, couldn't finish it, boohoo, whatever. I needed a forge. So I built a forge, and then I was like, man, I want to make my own knives. I like sharp stuff. Not because I like stabbing people, but I might. I don't know. Piss me off. We'll figure it out. But anyway, I kept asking this guy at work for the railroad, when you change these brush cutter blades out, please, man, I want to make some knives. I've heard my whole life, get them old saw blades, man, them old sawmill blades, make a damn nice knife. Or how about a file? I'll make a file knife and I'm going to kill the shit out of my neighbor and nobody's going to track it because it's a file and it ain't a knife. They can't trace it. Oh, sorry, I got off on the thing. Anyway, so I'm like, hell yes, awesome steel, saw blades are good. This is good, 1/4 inch thick stuff. Look, I work on a railroad. Let me make some knives out of these pieces of shit steel that everybody wants a knife made out of. Look, I'll let everybody else make these because you can't cut butter. I mean, the butter will laugh at you and get mad, and maybe if it's melted, but then that's ghee and that's Indian and you don't even know. But look, if you want to make a knife out of a spike, beat the shit out of this thing and get it into the shape of a knife and then cut the head off of it and weld good steel to it. Otherwise, you don't need this piece of crap steel. Don't pick it up out of the ditch. This is great freaking steel, but guess what? It's hard as woodpecker lips. I burnt up thousands of dollars. Not really, maybe 30. Cobalt steel drill bits trying to drill through this shit just to make one little knife, right? Oh man, it frustrated me. Hey, there's a lot of spring steel. You can find broken springs from railroad cars too, and you can use those, and you can stand at your forge and you can beat the shit out of hardened steel for 69 hours. I don't know why I chose that. 68 hours, and have a piece of steel that's sort of usable, but then you beat the crap out of it too cold because you got tired and you split it and you cracked it. Look, Forge and Fire is neat, When it came along, I liked it, but trust me, use known steel. Use known steel. Because you go to the ditch or you bug your buddy BT Shields for 6 months to bring you. Hey, BT, I haven't seen you for freaking ever. I'm furloughed, so I'll to you. Anyway, you bug the piss out of him. You do this. You burn 1,000,000 grinding wheels. You burn 1,000,000 freaking drill bits. And you got 80 hours into cutting out this chintzy little knife that's probably going to look like crap because it's your first anyway. And you're super excited to pick up every piece of steel like a crackhead that's going to go freaking scrap some steel. Let the crackheads have your steel. Get it out of your shop. And look, known steel.
What is that? What kind of steel is that?
Known steel is 1084. This is Aldo's 1084, otherwise known as the New Jersey Steel Baron. He makes his steel. We know what's in this steel. There's been people who have been making knives out of 1084 steel for literally hundreds of years. It's close to a heritage steel if you're into that sort of stuff. Obviously, look, I am. I got a heritage beard and some heritage suspenders and some old wood. That's heritage too. It's a palette, whatever. You know what's in this. Everybody can help you heat treat this steel. I'm a proponent of 1084 because I tried 1095. Everybody in the world wants to start out with 1095. And I'm going to tell you 1095. You pull it out of the forge, you damn sure better get it in the oil and use a proper quenching oil and make sure that you're at the proper temperature because you got to get it straight in that oil because the nose falls off of that steel. Bam! And it won't get as hard as it possibly can. 1084 is easy. It has a huge window to be able to heat treat. And when you heat treat this steel and you quench it, it is hard. All this little, Forge and Fire, file checking and all that crap. You get used to using this, you look at it. You'll hear it. I mean, hardened steel makes a noise. And you'll get to know it. This is hard. Very freaking hard. But I wasted half my life. And I'm old and I got a gray beard because I used to pick up a bunch of steel laying on the side of the road. And this much steel to make a decent knife out of, plus the handle material that you're going to buy, that you know what it is, instead of trying to go and chop down the wood and dry the wood and the wood splits, and then you get pissed and the limbs fall on your head and the squirrels are beating you up for taking their hickory nuts and everything else. You know, get handle material, you know what it is. Let somebody else do the work. You can make a great knife for $6 that you can drive through a steel pail and shave your arm with. Yeah, this is the naked arm because I'm a knife maker. And right-handed, it's hairy, naked. That's it. I mean, that's all I can tell you.
So, is there any value in the picking up the steel if you're just a person that wants to be like these Forged in Fire, forging all these metals together?
You know me. I'll get on my rants. But if you want to waste your time, yeah. If you want to make a knife, buy the steel. You can get it on Amazon and pay twice as much. I started with $10.95. I couldn't get hard. I went to 01. It's too expensive. Switched to 1094. Perfected it. It's good. But I mean, if you want to practice and get a hardened piece of L7, which I think that's what this is, and really piss yourself off, maybe you're a masochist. I don't know. It's whatever you like. I don't. Sure. Pick up some railroad spikes and beat the crap out of them. Honest to God, you're going to spend more gas. I'm a railroad employee. That's a federal offense. BTW. Railroad spikes are federal property.
Says the guy with the battery.
That's a piece of trash that's in the ditch. Cut the camera. It really was trash. If my boss watches this, you know, I don't really like you anyways. I got a new one. Because I'm furloughed, my wife's the boss. That was thrown away, Bobby. I've had it for longer than you've been alive anyway, so it doesn't matter. You're like 4. My boss, whatever. I keep doing this like this is great.
Yeah. So the moral of the story is use
spend $7 and beat the hell out of this. You're going to go to jail if you steal from the railroad, or you can buy railroad spike knives. You can do all this other stuff with found steel. Gas money and sweat and blood is what you're going to pay for your steel. Or you can buy this or any other type of steel you want to try. Use a simple steel. 5160, 52100, 1084, 1095 is fine, 01's fine. You're not going to find this at Home Depot, so you're probably not going to be patient, and you're still going to go and get it from the ditch. And then a year later, you're going to go, man, I should have listened to that. What's his name? TKL. TKLknives.com. You're not going to buy it, but you should because they're good. But learn some stuff in the process. Stay out the ditch. Pay for the shipping. Don't waste your gas driving around being a scrapper. Get known steel, please. Steel. Bah.
Did I stop it? I don't think